And then you have the first movie of the original trilogy, A New Hope. This movie, there's a lot of good scenes in it. Honestly, it's a bit slow at some parts. I know I'm younger, so I'm not good to absorb that as well as some other people, but I mean, I really watched it a few times, and I like the movie. The Battle of Yavin, that's a good part of the movie, but the slower parts on Tatooine, having those characters kind of come into the scene, you can tell it's the first movie even if you didn't know it was the first. They didn't have the Star Wars plan they usually have for all those movies, so you can see it kind of play out in a more experimentative way. So, all things considered, I'm keeping this for A New Hope a little bit shorter. I like the introduction of the characters, some cheesy parts in the movie, yeah, but I'm gonna put it at B tier. It's kind of tied with Phantom Menace, but I'm gonna have to keep it at B tier. I think it's not a bad movie. It's not the best of the originals, but it just lacks in some places, but also has some strengths. But obviously it was the first movie, so what do you expect? And next we have a fan favorite with The Empire Strikes Back. It's a great movie in my opinion. I think it's well done. The plot's well done. Having it begin on Hoth, and you see Luke more developed. You see Han and Chewie and Leia. You see a rebellion that's tied together more with more leaders or leadership. And then the Empire pops up, and things start to go wrong. And Luke is starting to learn the ways of the Force more, where he later goes to Dagobah, learns from Yoda. I mean, those scenes, they're very well done. I think the parts where they go to Bespin, very well done there. I think the movie's really good. Do I think it's overrated? I actually do. I enjoy the movie a lot. I just don't understand very well that people have it as their favorite movie so often. I don't know. The ending in the movie's pretty good. It's just there's not as much of a closing point to it. The plot's good. I just don't see how it's the best, but I do really like the movie. So I'm going to put it in A tier. But yeah, I think it's well deserving of an A tier spot. I'll put it just above Attack of the Clones. Alright, and then one of my personal favorites, Return of the Jedi. I love this movie. The beginning with having Leia go to Jabba's palace to try to free Han Solo from the carbonite. The parts where you see Luke come back, and he now has his own lightsaber that he constructed himself. He's just a whole new character. I mean, more calm, more collected, more mature, more trained, more of a full person. And then you meet the other characters and you have this fun fun fight on the Sailbard. For me, with the movie though, it's how well everything wraps together. In my head, I can't help but not see this as the final movie of the franchise, and that it's just the perfect ending. Because, I mean, the movies that come after that, the sequels, they just don't go into what there was left after Return of the Jedi enough. I literally tear up at the end of this movie every time I watch it. It's so well done. Endor, that ending scene where you get to see all the planets. I love that they added that to the movie later on because it's just perfect. I mean, to see all those people, you know what they went through and now you know they're free from it. So it's just a perfect ending to a very perfect movie in my opinion. So that's why I'm putting it in S tier up with Revenge of the Sith. Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, S tier movies. Alright, that's all for this part. The next episode, which drops most likely tomorrow or the next day, I have some stuff going on tomorrow, but when it drops, that'll be going over the sequels and how I personally feel about them. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.